Let's get energized on the business of energy storage. Specifically, we're talking about battery management solutions for different products and services. Stephen Barber is the CEO of Melbourne, Florida-based Oakridge Global Energy Solutions. This is his inaugural appearance here on New to the Street. Stephen, welcome to New York City. Welcome to New to the Street.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's our pleasure. Let's get right into it. I want to really charge up our audience, forgive the pun. Let's introduce everybody to Oakridge Global Solutions. What are the key taglines that the company uses to describe itself?
Really simple, and there's a lot of puns that can be used in relation to the battery business, but the taglines are firstly made in USA. We're the only battery company that's fully made in USA. Secondly, it's lithium-based technology, which is the lightest metal in the periodic table. And thirdly, we're already in production. We've got actually the largest capacity for production of lithium large and small format batteries in the country. And we've just filed for NASDAQ.
So you guys specialize in the specific area of lithium powered batteries?
Yes, exactly.
Now, is that business growing out of lithium? Are they looking for other technologies to try and expand? Because we got to do something.
There will always be, I think, new technologies around. Lithium's the current very cool technology, and there's a lot of different chemistries you can use with lithium. So it's lithium plus something else and something else. And what our aim is with Oakridge is always to keep it on the cutting edge of those chemistries.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what are the key products for Oakridge right now? What do you guys specialize in specifically more than anything else?
As you know, we're a family fund, a family private office fund, and we bought into the company because it originally, when we found it, had 120 patents for thin film solid state batteries from Oakridge National Labs, which is the forefront of the cutting edge of battery technology. So we thought we couldn't go wrong by actually taking control of a company that had all those patents. The trick was then to stop it becoming a science project company, because we've all been familiar with companies run by scientists who don't understand profit margin and commercial markets. So what we've done is then take the company's cutting edge science capabilities into the commercial market. So very simple, long answer, short point. It's golf car batteries, remote control batteries, home storage battery systems, and a couple other cool things that are in the works as well. Motorcycle starter batteries, for example.
Let's talk about you guys being a hands-on private equity investor and a family fund, how that correlates into the type of business that you guys are doing.
Sure.
Let's talk about both.
Yeah, it's interesting, and we're basically 5 core families, 2 Australian families, including mine, and 1 in Japan, and 2 specifically in Zurich, and then a couple of external families in Munich. And what my role is as the Chief Investment Officer of the private family office is wealth preservation and capital growth. And at the moment it's all about wealth preservation, given the uncertain economic times from a lot of Keynesian money printing, which we don't think will end well. And we wanted to find in this investment the quintessential recession-proof play. And when you think about it, as we were saying before we went on air, the battery business is recession-proof. It's the definition of a recession-proof business, because in a recession, when you don't have a job, you're not going to buy your new smartphone, your new tablet, your new battery-powered gizmo, but you're going to buy batteries to keep everything that you currently have going. Because if you can't buy a battery for your smartphone, you're not going to be able to receive the job call that may come on your phone. It's the analogy I always make to people about in the 1930s, those stories that you always had to have a haircut, so you looked sharp. You could afford to do that, but you wouldn't buy any shoes, and you'd put cardboard in your shoes. So buying replacement batteries is something everybody's going to have to do, because the world is increasingly disconnected from the grid.
Disconnected from the grid, meaning we rely on connection and rely on batteries, and there's
always think about it. Yeah.
It's always going to be a constant need.
Yeah, exactly. Think about everybody's daily life, what you have that's battery powered, and it's increasing. And what you need is increasingly energy efficient, compact, high quality batteries. And the problem that we correctly identified in making this investment, taking over Oakridge, and turning the business plan into a commercially focused business plan, making consumer product batteries for cool stuff, is that everybody is increasingly sick of Chinese batteries because, yeah, they might be cheap, but they don't last, and you have to keep replacing them, and they're made in China.
What are some of the opportunities and possible upside for investors looking to park their money in Oakridge Global Energy?
Well, it's really quite simple because we're a family office fund. We own currently around about 90% of the company. Being Australian, Japanese, and European, it's going to be fairly obvious that we are long-term in our view. We don't buy to sell, we buy to build. We're a bit old-fashioned like that. My son calls me the man from 1856 because we have those old-fashioned values of building and making stuff. We always invest in things that make stuff. And if you can make cool stuff, that's even better.
Well, come back to us here in New York on New to the Street and keep us up to date on Oakridge.
Indeed, we'll do. Look forward to it.
It's a pleasure.
Indeed, thanks.
To learn more about Oakridge Global Energy, please visit oakg.net or text OGES to 38698.